Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. We've got a lot going on this afternoon, and I sure hope that I can do all this afternoon. Let me tell you, it is going to be an exciting afternoon. If I pull this off, I may need a drink. I tell you what, we've got 5 artists coming on this afternoon that will be playing right here in Greenwood starting Thursday afternoon right here in Greenwood, South Carolina. Count them 5 artists. I'll just go ahead and give you the names. Let's see. We've got John Shane coming up at 4:17. Then we've got John Clamp Chop Etheridge coming up at 4:30-ish. Dave Keys is going to be joining us at 4:47. Bruce Katz is going to be joining us at 5:08. And to finish out, the most famous one of all, Johnny Rawls, will be closing out the show with us. So I've got their music to play. I've got them to talk to. I've got them all coming in on a Zoom call. And if you were tuned in this morning, you know we had some issues. Well, I found out it really wasn't my fault. It was not my fault. It was the fact that the power had been out and all the settings on my handy-dandy mixer here had gotten lost. So that was the problem. However, now, everything is supposed to be good. So I am looking forward to having a good show, talking to some great artists right here live in the studio while people are on the road coming our way. So that's what we got going on. I think it's pretty exciting. What do you think? I think we just have to wait for our first guest to call in just a few minutes. So let's go ahead and check the weather. Let's check the weather, see what we've got for weather here this afternoon. What do we have for weather? Oh, had too many things here. But anyways, let's see. The weather is what the weather will be. And right now it is 94 degrees out there. Feels like 102. And that's what we've got going on right now. Now, they say it's supposed to get up to 97. So we're real close. But I guess we could warm up just a little bit more. That is tonight. We're supposed to have possibly a stray shower or thunderstorm is possible early. Few clouds, low of 73. So that's what we're looking at for weather. Tomorrow is going to be a high of 92, low of 71. And we're going to have some partly cloudy skies during the morning hours. Thunderstorms likely in the afternoon. Storms may contain some strong gusty winds. Chance of rain, 90%. We could actually use a little rain. My grass out back there is a little crunchy. That's right. Thursday, first day of the Blues Cruise. We will have a high of 90 degrees, low of 70, and just a 20% chance of rain. Friday, they're saying a high of 91, and some showers are going to be in there. And on Saturday, looks like no real chance of any rain, high of 93, low of 72. But it wouldn't be the barbecue fest without some really hot weather. We're going to have about 85 to 90 barbecuers are going to be here for this event, which is rather exciting unto itself. You know, barbecue is, and this is KCBS sanctioned barbecue, so it all has to be done according to the rules. And so that's will be going on, as well as this blues cruise with all these different venues and all these different artists. So if you are thinking there's nothing to do in Greenwood, you need to think again. You need to think again. There is going to be so much going on. You won't be able to do it to see all the artists. You may be able to eat your way through the barbecue, but you won't be able to see all the artists because we have so many coming to town. And that's part of the reason we do this show, is to make sure that you get to hear at least a good mix of the artists. And if you are interested in an artist, that you know where they play, when they're playing, etc. So that is what we have going on right here this afternoon, and my guest is on the line. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to actually play one of his songs. I'm going to get him ready to come on the air with us. So this, my very special guest, should be, if all's good here today, John Shane. He is from Durham, North Carolina, and he is coming down here for the Blues Cruise. He just had a new CD released here not long ago. Oh, Restless Soul Syndrome. It really is a good one. And I think what I'd like to start with this afternoon is the first cut off of it, Jersey Barriers. Jersey Barriers. So, let me go ahead. We're going to play that on the, if all goes well here, we're going to play this on the radio and on Facebook Live. And I'm going to talk to John for just a second. Then we'll come back in and join and talk with him. So let's give it a try here, and give me a round of applause if I actually do this. I can do it. I know I can. I did it the other day. I don't know what my problem is. Let's give it a try anyways as we get ready. Here it is. This is the one. Nope. That's not the one. Which is it? Music. Let me get that one here. Nope, that's not it. Come on, Ann. Where is it? Music commercials, where is it? Okay, come on. We got it right here. Well, at least I thought I did. Have we got it? No. Oh my goodness, don't tell me all this music did not save there. Well, we can play it right from there, no problem at all. Hold on just a second. We'll go right up here and do it from right up here. No problem at all. I can handle this because I am a radio professional. So here we go, Blues Cruise, John Shane, and we are going to play Jersey Barriers. I like this song, so that's why I'm going to play it. Take it away.
I drove down to the drugstore looking for I don't know what, an antidote for my wanderlust, something to break this old rut. Restless soul syndrome, they don't sell nothing for that. Take the rat out of the race, but you never take the race out of the rat. Out of the rat. Just ask the cat rolling down the lane, trying to hang on to a fleeting train, white-knuckled like a trucker in the rain. Oh, there ain't no Jersey barriers around this path of mine. I drove down to the temple to deposit the wages of my sin. They had a long-haired receptionist. I didn't know where to begin. Maybe a low-interest credit line. Then a voice from a desk on high asked me to verify my identity, but I never knew just how or why. How or why. How one might even try when they're rolling down the lane, trying to hang on to a fleeting train, white-knuckled like a trucker in the rain. Oh, there ain't no Jersey barriers around this path of mine. Jesus, keep my eyes upon the road. Throw me out of line that I can't hold on to when the pressure pot explodes. tavern to find my kindred drinking souls. They were talking up a storm, talking about life's incessant tolls. I came in there to get out of the rain, just for one to heed the call. I put away my rusty umbrella, it's only weather after all. After all, I guess when you give up trying, life's a ball, rolling down the lane, trying to hang on to a fleeting train, white knuckled like a trucker in the rain. Oh, there ain't no Jersey barriers around this path, rolling down the lane, trying to hang on to a fleeting train. Of course, I really got no reason to complain. Hell, there ain't no Jersey barriers around this path of mine, and they don't sell nothing for that.
Bravo, bravo. That is John Shane. He is in Durham, North Carolina. He is on the line with us. Let's see if we can get his little picture up here saying that he's on the telephone line with us here. And John, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right. How are you, Ann?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. You have had quite a career, haven't you?
Well, yeah, I've tried to keep busy.
Tried to keep busy?
I try to keep busy. You know what they say about people who don't stay busy, so that's me trying to keep working. When I'm not out there on the road performing, I have a pretty busy schedule teaching guitar and working with people in the studio as a producer. So I just try to keep myself moving.
I read that you try to unblock artists. Is that true?
That sounds kind of like some kind of a doctor there. But
right, it does. It does.
What I try to do is when I work with people is if they feel like they're stuck in some kind of a rut, I try to find a way to show them new ideas and things like that. I think the one thing that kind of ties it all together is just trying to communicate with people, trying to bring people together and keep the lines of communication open and clear,
Right. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Well, that sounds, that's an interesting way to do things. And you have also, you're from Massachusetts. How did you end up down here in North Carolina?
Yeah, so I went to Duke University, which is in Durham, and I came down here, it's been like 40 years, I think. And I never left because I liked it so well. The town I was from was, I like to say, I left around the same time that I found out you were allowed to,
Right.
But when I got to Durham, there was a great music scene, and there was a lot of older blues players in the area who were still alive at that time and performing, people like Big Boy Henry from Beaufort, North Carolina, and John D. Holman from Durham, North Carolina. And so I was like 19 maybe, and they were in their 60s at the time, and I would just sit and try to learn from them and try to learn how they approached the guitar, and then I kind of, with my own music, have kind of filtered that through a lot of other influences as well, stuff like bluegrass and ragtime and jazz, all that stuff I kind of mix into my own songwriting.
Mm. Well, how did you get into the blues?
Well, I had always been a fan of like a lot of the rock and roll stuff, and then you start to look at who did these songs originally. And you hear about people like Muddy Waters or Robert Johnson. And then when I had the opportunity to meet people here in North Carolina who were already playing the original stuff, then I got hooked. So I've always been into the fingerstyle guitar. It's kind of my main thing.
Yeah, didn't I see that Lightning Wells?
I do. In fact, I just saw him at the Eno Festival here in Durham on Friday last week.
Right.
So he played right before us.
Right. He has been in my studio many times and has been right here on the air. So that's why I thought I read something about that. Well, what?
Yeah, we had.
Go ahead.
We had a great lineup at that festival last week. Light and Wells, and then we played, and then Dom Flemons played, who used to be with the Carolina Chocolate Drops.
Wow. So you really had a good old time time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool. Now, when you write a lot of your own music, correct?
Yes.
How do you?
Yep. Over the years. Yeah, go ahead.
No, over the years, what now?
I was just saying, over the years, I've put out about 10 or 12 albums of original stuff. Occasionally, I'll include a cover. I did one album also of songs by W.C. Handy, and but mostly the stuff that I've put out has been original.
Well, I love a couple of you. You sent me a CD, and I feel very blessed to have it. Honey, What Would You Like Me to Do? And Gotta Get Along were a couple of my favorites out of that one.
Oh, well, thank you. That Honey, What You Like Me to Do song is one that a lot of people have taken to. So I probably play that at every set these days.
Where did that come from? Did you have any inspiration for that one?
I like to say that I take on characters in my song, and I'm not as much of a cad as the guy who is singing that song. But I've certainly known people like that.
Right. I know. That's why I wondered if you had any inspiration for this. Now you play. You play Will you be coming by yourself, or are you coming with a band? What are you doing here this weekend?
Yeah, I'll be coming to the festival solo.
Solo, okay.
Yeah, sometimes I can travel with an upright bass player. Actually, these days, mostly playing electric bass. F.J. Ventry, who has done a lot of recording with me over the years and a lot of touring. And occasionally I'll have a harmonica player, who's the guy who you heard on that record, Mr. Bill Newton, and he's a great player. But, unfortunately, or fortunately, if you like solo guitar, I will be by myself doing three different sets this week.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you are playing. Let's see. Let's go over where you're playing. You're playing Friday at Montague's. Is that right? 7 to 10?
Yep, that's in the evening. And earlier that day, I'm going to be at the Greenwood Museum. And that one it's going to be kind of an acoustic folk blues songwriter showcase where I will be playing, and so will Veronica Jackson. Mm-hmm. And we're going to trade off mini sets. So people will get to hear a little bit of her, then a little bit of me, and then a little bit of her, then a little bit of me. And so it goes for a few hours. That goes from 11 to 2 on Friday in the museum.
You know what you're going to like best about the museum?
What's that? Air conditioning.
It's cool. Yeah, that's right.
I could have seen that coming because it has been really hot up here.
Right.
Than down there, I'm sure.
It has been.
And then I do have an outdoor stage set on Saturday on the Waller Avenue stage at 3:00.
Right, from 3 to 4. That's on a new streetscape. They just had previewed that in May. They just cut the ribbon on that, so that's a brand new area. So That'll be really nice, too.
Well, I'm happy to help break it in.
Okay, so you are. Well, that's great. Well, I tell you what, we are going to play one of your songs. Let's see, which one should I play? I've got two, Gotta Get Along, or Honey, What Would You Like Me to Do?
Well, yeah, let's do the Honey. Let's do Honey, What You Like Me to Do.
What you like me to do. All right, well, let me see. I've got I didn't save it. So I didn't save it in my palette, so I've got to pull it up here, but that's no problem because I am a radio professional here.
There you go. There you go. I expect no less.
That's right. Honey, what would you like me to do? Is that the one we want to hear?
That sounds good.
That
yeah.
sounds good. Well, listen, John, have you ever been to our festival here, or will this be your first time?
This will be my first time.
Well, you are in for great food, great audiences, and it is just a buzz with barbecue and blues. And, of course, Gary Irwin does just simply the best of bringing us new and exciting artists that we haven't seen or heard.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you are one of those artists, so we look forward to hearing you.
Well, thank you. I'm looking forward to it, too. And come on out to a show and say hi, if you will.
Absolutely. I'll be out there. I'm going to be a girl in a mic buzzing all over with Facebook Live. So hope we'll get you on the air. Yes, sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you so much,
good.
John.
We're
going to play your song, Honey, What Would You Like Me to Do? Take it away.
All right. Thank you, Ann.
Thank you.
All set?
All set. We're good. Thank you very much, John
Okay.
Shea. Bye-bye.
Sing you a love
Take
song,
care. Bye-bye.
Sing you the blues. Stand beneath your window without my shoes. Honey, what you like me to do for you? Bring you cookies. I bake you a cake. I make a rhubarb pie for Pete's sake. Honey, what you like me to do for you? Oh, baby, won't you let me back in? Oh, baby, tell me we're still friends. I'm so sorry. Back, give me a squeeze. I never look at your sister Louise. Honey, what you like me to do for you? I'll visit your mama down on the bayou. I'd do anything to satisfy you. Honey, what you like me to do for you? Oh, baby, won't you let me back in? Oh, baby, tell me we're still friends. I'm so sorry, and I know it's a sin. Oh, babe, I promise it won't happen again. Call the firemen, call the cops. This love of mine ain't got no stops. Honey, what you like me to do for you? Honey, what you like me to do for you?
Oh, that's right. Right back here, WCRS Radio. I'm trying to get all the mics and everything right. Hope we're succeeding, and we hope you're enjoying the show right here. We just had John Shane on. That was his song, Honey, What Would You Like Me to Do? It was a good song. But he said it didn't have anything to do with a situation he'd been in. So there you go. All right, we now have our second guest with us here today. We have John Clamp Chop Etheridge right here on the phone. How are you doing there, John?
And enjoying the day on the farm. It's a little warm, but having a great day.
Having a great day. And where are you at on the farm?
And I live in Autauga County, Alabama. It's just north of Montgomery. And I've been in this area for 14 years now. It seems like I live in Greenwood, but because I'm there all the time. But no, I live in Alabama, and I come to Greenwood every year. It's a pilgrimage for me, and luckily for everyone, I'm bringing Sherry Monty with me this year.
And you all are going to have a good time?
Count on it.
Count on it?
Looking forward to all the good food, all the good music, all the delicious libations, and of course the great company that you'll be a part of, and so many others that looking forward to hearing and seeing.
Well, that's right, and of course,
it's kind of like a family reunion.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said it's kind of like a family reunion.
It is. It is. So you basically are a drummer. Am I correct? I did see on YouTube a few things of you singing, but you're basically a drummer. Is that correct?
That will be my role this year, drum tech and a drummer. I'm performing with Johnny Rawls this year, and the two performances that will happen with Johnny Rawls are going to be on the main stage on Friday at 3 p.m. and then on Saturday at Next Door on Maxwell from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Those are my two playing slots this year. The rest of the time, you're probably going to find me real close to the main stage as I'm providing the drum kit for the main stage. And that'll be on Thursday when we get kicked off. Oh, but wait a minute. Let me give a quick little. We'll see you at the Fox and Hound around 3 o'clock at the Inn on the Square. It's kind of like a tradition when we hit town.
Okay. Will that be on Thursday?
And then shortly after that, you'll see me at the main stage. I'll be providing the drum kit for the first act that goes on, which is the inimitable Bernard Purdie and Dave Keys. They go on at 6 p.m. And then the Shaylin Band performs from 7 until 8:30. So that's more or less the kickoff gig, if you will, on Thursday. And we always look forward to that, just making sure all the kinks are worked out for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, Gary always says it's like herding cats.
True. Speaking of herding cats, I'm herding some of my local boys. Some of my Alabama boys are going to be coming to the fest this year.
Who's that?
The blues phenom, Skylar Softly, who plays guitar, harmonica, and keyboards, and he sings, and he's just a fantastic young talent. He's a rising star in the blues scene. He recently made a trip to France and did a little tour over there. Not bad for a young fellow from Phoenix City, Alabama.
He's true.
Sort of spending half of his time in Atlanta now because, women have a strange way of making men do funny things, like spend half their time in Atlanta.
I think we're going to have him on the air with us tomorrow, a little after 5. We're going to be talking to Skylar, so that'll be good.
Yeah, and of course I've worked with Skylar for about 5 or 6 years, so I'm pleased that that he's coming into the fold with us. He was there in Greenwood a couple of years ago, and then also my other good friend, John Bull, who hails from Montgomery, which is right down the road from me, plays harmonica, and he has an organ, what he calls an organ trio, keyboard player by the name of Tom Sellers, and Jay Knorr will be the drummer, and they'll also be performing during the festival. And I'm really looking forward to just kind of getting together with the homies in a different town,
Well, it's great to come back to Greenwood. And, we've got that new Waller Avenue stage. You haven't seen that, I don't think, because they opened that up in May. So now we've got another smaller stage area. I think they're doing an acoustical type stage over there, so that's cool. And, of course, Oregon Station didn't get finished enough to be able to use it, so they're using right beside Flynn's in that courtyard right there is where the performers that were supposed to be performing in Oregon Station. So things are changing up here in Greenwood.
That's really nice, and I'm so glad that we've got so many wonderful sponsors that help put on the event every year, and of course the Index Journal is always on board, and of course with the tremendous work that you do to help promote it. It's always a pleasure to speak with you and just to be with you, Ann. I'm looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah, I mean, we don't get to see you in studio this year, so I'm sorry about that. But we'll catch up out there because you're always, I think of you as kind of a character. You're a character out there. You're a staple of the Blues Cruise. I mean, it wouldn't be the Blues Cruise if Gary wasn't here, if you weren't here. I mean, these are staples of it.
Well, 25 years really. It's 25 years. With the exception of it's really 24 because
right.
of the COVID thing. But I think I've been to all but three of the blues things there. I remember when we first started, it was just a little small thing at the Inn on the Square, and that was it. It was a one-day deal,
right?
And it was so really nice to to see how this festival has grown. And the people are so supportive, and they love the music. They love being with each other. It's a great time for the families, and it's a wonderful time for, people to get together and share their love of the music, share their love of good food, and share the camaraderie of being together. We're one big blues family, and we're so happy to be a part of it.
Absolutely. And we've got Infinity is the sponsor of the main stage. So many sponsors of the bigger and of course all the smaller sponsors that you just couldn't do it without all of these. And and then there's of course we've got a barbecue competition going on at the same time, right?
Oh no, say it ain't so.
Yeah.
Save me a turkey leg. Save me a turkey leg.
Those things are huge, aren't they?
I know. It's like it takes you all day to eat one.
It's like going primitive, right? Walking around with a turkey leg in your hand. Now, what kind of deal is that, right?
Drink Small said it best when he wrote that song, Living in a Barbecue World.
Absolutely.
I think he wrote that song about Greenwood.
He did, and for several years it was the theme. So, and God, Drink Small is still with us, isn't he, what, 95, 96, something like that?
Oh my goodness. I want to say Drink's 93, but don't hold me to that. I haven't seen Drink in a couple of years now, and he's still hanging in there. He still sits in his chair and plays his guitar. And amazing. I hope I have that much left in me when I get to be that age. Ha ha ha.
Ha 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 ha. Well, now, do you farm? Do you farm down there?
Well, I wouldn't call it actual farming. I'd call it more like gardening.
Gardening.
And we've got 70 chickens, 2 turkeys, and a garden that's maybe about a half an acre in size.
And what do you grow in your garden?
Well, this year I have tomatoes, several varieties, of course. I have zucchini squash. I have yellow squash. I have butternut squash.
Wow.
I have snacking peppers. I have cayenne peppers. I have bell peppers. I have eggplant. I have asparagus, which of course it comes back every year. And so I'm nursing that along. And it's a good way to pass the time. And it keeps me off of Facebook when I get out in the garden.
Well, I want to know, do you play music to the plants? I mean, they say that helps the plants grow. So this is just a FYI question. Do you play music?
No, not to the plants. I really don't. The house plants I do, but not the garden plants. they're more inclined to listen to the chickens or the turkeys most of the time. That's the music they listen to.
Now, 70 chickens, are these, are you just getting them for the eggs? Is that what you do, or?
Yes, my partner, Sherry, it's really her project. Of course, I help, but there's the turkeys right there. Yeah, she sells eggs and delivers eggs, to the neighbors, and it's a real hobby. It's a hobby, kind of like like the people that have like 70 guitars, but they only play like about 2 or 3 of them.
Right.
Kind of like that.
Right.
I was trying to get one of the roosters to talk to you, but they're kind of quiet right now. They're all laying in the shade trying to keep cool.
Well,
Isn't that right?
We can have chickens in the city and in the county, but you're not supposed to have any roosters because of the crowing. So you're not supposed to have roosters. So you can only have chickens in Greenwood County and in the city. Oh, my God, there it is.
There's one for you right there. There's one for you right there.
You got to admit.
You thought I was making this stuff up, didn't you, Ann?
No, I knew you had one. I just didn't know if you could get it to crow. But I am impressed. Right here on WCRS, we had a crowing rooster. Too cool. Too cool.
It might be a first for your show.
It is a first for my show. It is a first. I hope I don't get ticketed because, I'm here in Greenwood and you're not supposed to have roosters. I hope they don't come over and ticket me because it went over the radio.
I'm trying to get the turkey to talk to you now, Ann. Hey, Turk. Hey, Turk.
Oh, my God.
Turk.
Only on WCRS do you get this kind of entertainment, let me tell you. Well, when are you going to arrive? Thursday? Is that when you and Sherry are coming in?
That's right. I'll see you at the Fox and Hound at 3.
At 3.
And I'll be at the main stage shortly thereafter.
Well, things get started. What time's the first act go on Friday? What is it? 6 to 6:45, right? Yep. On Thursday, is that right?
Yeah, it's on Thursday. That's correct. Bernard Purdie and Dave Keys, followed by the Shaylin Band, and the Shaylin Band plays from 7 till 8:30.
Right. Well, you got to give it to Gary for putting together a great lineup this year of artists and everything, right?
Unbelievable. Of course, Randall Bramlett's going to be back again this year, and just what a huge musical influence he's been on so many down through the years, and what a resume. You people out there, you can Google or YouTube Randall Bramlett. You can find out a little bit more about him if you don't know him. Our good friend Eric Selby is coming down from D.C. again.
Right.
It's just there's so many of them. I can't really think of them all off the top of my head, but it's just, like I say, it's an amazing amount of talent and just people that are giving of their hearts and souls to play the music that we love.
Yes, Randall is a true legend. And I tell you what, whoever would think that someone would be in the chicken fields with the chicken doing a radio interview with me on WCRS? Only John Clam Chop Etheridge.
Thank you so much, Ann. You're an inspiration. You're part of the reason I continue to do what I love.
Well, I am so glad to be that inspiration, and we will look forward to having you, seeing you this weekend, and I know you're going to be working hard, and I hope you'll take a few minutes. I'm going to be girl in a mic on doing Facebook Lives all over Uptown this weekend, so I'll catch up with you, and we'll have another chat.
All right, Ann, thank you so much.
All right.
I appreciate your valuable time, and thanks for all you do for the blues.
Thank you so much, John Clam Chop Etheridge. Have a good one. Bye-bye. All right.
Bye-bye.
Well, that is the one, the man, John Clamp Chop Etheridge right here. He is awesome, and I'm so glad. Usually he's in studio with me, so this was a little different, but that's okay. That's okay. We've got our next guest. I was getting a little concerned because he hadn't called in, but guess what? He's on the phone right now with us. Dave Keys should be my next guest. So how about we play a little music? I think I will play a Dave Keys song. I can cue that up here, and we'll play that, and then we'll get him on the air with us, and we'll be right back, so don't you go away. We are playing music and talking about the blues right here on WCRS, featuring some of the great artists that are going to be with us this afternoon, or this weekend, with the Blues Cruise. So many people. Infinity is sponsoring the main stage, the Index Journal. WCRS has a small part here talking to everybody, because that's what I am, is a talker. And so let's play a little music, and I'm going to get David Keys with us, a real treasure, also back for his second appearance right here in Greenwood. Take it away with a song. Let's see how this one sounds. Take it away.
You are watching the extended play sessions, and we are the Dave Keys Band. Let's have some fun, folks. When you're feeling lonely, oh, when you're feeling blue, when all you see are clouds above, here's what you got to do. Just move your feet, clap your hands, wave your arms in the air like you haven't got a care. Now you understand. Just boogie, get on your groove, shake, shake, shake. You got to move, rock and roll, twist and shout. Don't let nobody bring you down or shake it till you're working on it. Everybody knows, oh, you know life can bring some pain. Everybody loves the sunshine, but nothing grows without the rain. Sometimes we dance to the left, sometimes to the right. Oh, no matter which way you dance, like nobody's watching, it's the most beautiful sight. Just boogie, oh, on your groove. Shake, shake, shake. You got to move, yeah. Rock and roll, twist and shout. Don't let nobody bring you down or shake it till you're working all night. How about it, Arthur Nielsen on the guitar?
Oh, that's right. We're right back here, WCRS Radio. I believe I have the man, the mission, David Keys right here with me. And he was a real hit here last year at the Blues Cruise along with Bernard Purdy, and he came together. They played separately. They played together. It was really great, and understand Bernard is going to be coming with him. But right now, who do we have? We have David Keys with us. How you doing today, David?
I'm doing great. Good to talk to you. I appreciate we're looking forward to coming down.
Absolutely.
Playing for you folks.
So tell us a little bit about your history. How did you get mixed up in the blues? Is it a sordid tale of something that you shouldn't really tell on the radio, but you will?
Well, I think your listeners can handle it, but basically, I was playing. I started taking classical lessons when I was 7, and I didn't like it, and so then my mom was cool enough to find me a teacher that would teach me the popular songs of the day, and then I got a teacher that taught me how to improvise when I was about 7th or 8th grade, and then I just got into it from there, listening to the Allman Brothers and Muddy Waters and stuff like that, and just kept going backwards to the roots of the blues, and still doing it. So that's how it was.
And you've been doing this for a lot of years, haven't you?
Many years, yep, I have.
And
I've been playing ever since I got out of high school, really, and I started playing in Boston in the late 70s and came to New York in the early 80s, and I've been doing it ever since.
Now, you have in your bio here that you played with Ruth Brown.
Correct.
What kind of an experience was that?
That was unbelievable, really. It was a unique experience because she was in pre-production for an album of hers. Came out on Rounder Records. So the work that I did with her, it was a couple of days of just me and her in a room with a piano and a producer running through a bunch of songs, and it was really an incredible experience, that she ended up putting on the album. She kind of worked her way through the tunes,
right,
and we found the right keys and stuff like that. But she was an incredible performer.
Was she demanding?
She was tough. She didn't take any guff, but she was cool. We had a great time.
Okay.
I have a history. I have a history of working with demanding people, so it seems to work out for me. I'm good with it.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I worked with Odetta. She was pretty demanding.
Right.
I've worked with long time with Papa Chubby. Supposedly he's pretty demanding. I just play the music and I don't get ruffled about stuff that people sometimes they flap their wings a lot and they really just want to tell you that they love you. That's the way I look at it.
No, they want to tell you they're in charge, right?
Yeah, well, that's cool. I'm fine with that. It's they're the boss. It's okay.
That's right. As long as they're paying you, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
And as long as the music is good, that's the other thing.
That's the other thing. Now, you also worked with Gladys Knight. Am I correct on that?
Correct. That was on when I was on Broadway. I was playing Smokey Joe's. I was one of the conductors for Smokey Joe's Cafe, which was a hit show that ran was the music of Lieber and Stoller. Ran for 6 years on Broadway. I was one of the conductors, and Gladys, towards the last 2 years of the run, they would bring in artists that would, be a part of the show for like 8-week periods. And Gladys was one of those people. So I got to work with Gladys, showing her parts and then conducting the band and playing piano for her when she did the show for that couple of months. Unbelievable.
I bet it really was. I mean, she just and she's still performing, isn't she?
Oh, absolutely. Yep. And she still sounds amazing too.
Yeah. So when you come here this weekend, you are going to be, where are you playing at?
I think we're playing at the main stage at 6 p.m. on Thursday. Myself, and Bernard Purdy.
Right.
We're doing a duo, kind of a reprise of what we did last year, which was really it's so much fun whenever we get to do that. And then I think I'm playing at Flynn's at 7 o'clock on Thursday, just solo. And then Bernard will be, I think he's sitting in and jamming with some other people. I can't remember the name of the club, but he'll be able to tell you that tomorrow when you talk to him.
Okay. All right. And is there any other place you're playing, or that's what we've got? That's if they want to see you, they got to see you just those 2 times. So Flynn 7 to 9. That's a great. Did you get to play there last year or not? That's a great facility, particularly for a solo act, I think.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I played somewhere last year. I can't remember the name, to be honest with you, but I hear Flynn's is terrific, so
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. There'll be a lot of people there. Now, what was your takeaway after I'm just always interested in this. Since you came first time last year and now you're coming back this year, what was your takeaway from Greenwood?
Well, Greenwood was great. I mean, the people really enjoyed what we were doing. You know, some people danced. You know, the gig with Bernard, it was just a treat. You know, people really got it. You know, they appreciated Bernard for, you know, the legend that he is, and they were just really receptive to what we were doing. And just, you know, the festival itself, I think Gary Irwin does such a great job. You know, there were a lot of piano players there last year, and it was great to be able to hang out and see, you know, other terrific players play. You know, it's just a really great vibe. And even, you know, the bar I played at last year, that was terrific too. You know, the people were just so genuinely enthusiastic and making great requests, and we just had a great time. So I'm happy to be back.
Well, that is great. You know, I was thinking about this. I think we need, because we got organ players that are going to be here, Bruce Katz, and you're here, and Gary's here. I think we just need to put a bunch of keyboards and organists together on the stage and see what happens. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think the sparks would fly. I think it would be a lot of fun. You know, I'm doing these boogie woogie shows every so often where we have 3-4 piano players on stage jamming at the end, and it's a real hoot. It's great. People love it, and we love it. So let's make that happen, all right?
I think that would be a lot of fun. Now, let's see. You're playing. Let's go through where you're playing again. You're playing at Flynn's on Thursday evening, 7 to 9. And then you and Bernard are on the main stage at 6 to 6:45. Am I correct there?
Yeah, absolutely correct, yes.
So that's really, I think, the opening act here to start everything off. How cool is that?
Oh, cool. We'll start it off with a bang, all right?
That's true. And, you know, last year I thought it was really great because you were in the, let's see, you were at the museum with Bernard, and you all had a couple of hours. Yeah.
That was great. I mean, that was really a fun gig. You know, it's just a question of schedule for this year. Bernard's got to be up in Virginia the next day, and I got to be back to New York on by Saturday morning. So we got squeezed a little bit, but Gary really wanted to bring us down, and, you know, we really wanted to do it. So we're doing a lot of driving. I'm doing a lot of driving in particular. But, you know, we're just really happy to be back.
It is great. Well, listen, I look forward to seeing you. I'm going to be out on the street, a girl and her mic, and on Facebook Live, and I hope to catch up with you and see you again, and maybe we'll get to chat for a few minutes.
Thanks, and so much. Appreciate what you do and keeping the music, supporting the music, and all you do.
Absolutely.
You know, so your enthusiasm it feeds off to us, believe me. Great. Thank you.
Yeah, enthusiasm. That's what I've got going here. Listen, you have a great afternoon. Be safe out there and say hello to Bernard. I'll look forward to talking to him, too. So we're going to close it out with your song, It's 7 o'clock Somewhere, right here on WCRS. Thanks so much, David Keys.
My pleasure, and see you on Thursday. Take
care. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Times they are the toughest is when we find out who we are. The things we took for granted, well, now them folks are shining like a star. The doctors, the nurses in the EMS pick us up when the chips are down. So I'm gonna send this out to those fighting on the front lines. Song. 2 hands clapping makes a joyous sound. Celebrate the love that's in the air. Dance on the roof like you haven't got a care. No matter where you are, it's 7 o'clock somewhere. a mighty hard job in the best of times. So many people are risking their lives. Nurses intubating, no hesitating, just doing what they think is right. They took a job to serve and protect. Now they're all being put to the ultimate test. Come on now, brothers and sisters, make some noise. If you got a horn, you gotta blow it. If you got a sign, come on, show it. Bang a gun, sing a song. Two hands clapping makes a joyous sound. Celebrate the love that's in the air. Dance on the roof like you haven't got a care. No matter where you are, it's 7 o'clock somewhere. We'll pray that this too shall pass. We got to stick together, sisters and brothers. Don't forget to wear your mask. No, no, no. Hey, Chris. Well, if you got a horn, come on and blow it. If you got a sign, come on, show it. Like a gun, sing a song. Two hands clapping makes a joyous sound. Celebrate the love that's in the air. Dance on the roof like you haven't got a chair. No matter where you are, it's 7 o'clock somewhere. Well, no matter where you are, it's 7 o'clock somewhere. We got to get rid of this insanity. Get back to the humanity. That's right. Well, wherever you are, it's 7 o'clock somewhere.
Oh, that was David Keys right here on WCRS Radio. I think I got it, by George. I think I've got it. I don't know, but it seems like I'm doing it here. We've got Bruce Katz in the wings. We're going to play a song by Bruce Katz. We'll be back with him in just a few minutes. Oregon, I mean, he is a, what was it, Pine Top Perkins finalist here. I mean, he is huge. So I'm looking forward to talking to him. It's been a lot of years since he's been here, so we're looking forward to having him right here with us. So why don't you stay tuned right here on WCRS. We've got Bruce Katz. After Bruce, we're going to be talking to Johnny Rawls, the legend himself, right here on WCRS Radio. So let's do that. I'm going to play a song, The Czar. That's off his latest album, a latest CD, Back in Boston Live. Take it away with the Bruce Katz Band. Take it. Got it. How do you like that organ? Oh, that's right. How you liking that smooth sounds of Bruce Katz right here with us this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, right here on WCRS. You know, there's something about an organ that just adds so much to the music. So, how you doing today, Bruce?
I'm doing just great. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's good to have you here with us. Let's see.
I agree with you about the Hammond organ. You know, it's one of those things. When you hear a real Hammond organ, there is not anything really like it.
That's true. That's true. So we have Bruce Katz on the phone with us here. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of going to dinner with my parents, and in the lounge, somebody would be playing, you know, if you were in a hotel or something, somebody would be playing an organ. I was thinking about that today when I was listening to you, right? I was thinking that's what that reminds me of. Going to dinner with my parents in a nice hotel, and in the lounge, they'd have somebody playing an organ.
Well, I don't know. I didn't hear too many of them in lounges exactly, but yeah, I mean, it reminds me of going to see like Booker T and the MGs, or Steve Winwood, or the Grateful Dead. That's my reference. Or gospel music like Mahalia Jackson, who was one of my inspirations. One of the first times I ever heard a Hammond organ when I was about 10 or 12, and I'm thinking, wow, there's a sound.
Well, you did. What did you started playing the piano though? Didn't you when you were a child? Is that what you started with?
Yeah, I started when I was very young playing piano. I didn't start playing Hammond organ until I was in my 20s. But I was a classical kid and on piano, and then I heard blues and jazz and kind of just kept going at that music.
Yeah. Now, I understand you actually taught at Berklee in College of Music in Boston. Is that right?
I did. I taught there for 14 years, and toward the end, I was in Greg Allman's band, and I was in John Hammond's band, and I was in Delbert McClinton's band, and I didn't have any more time to teach, and something had to go, and I didn't want to stop playing music. Either I had to stop playing music or stop teaching at Berklee. And so unfortunately, because I love Berklee College of Music and I love teaching there, I left about 15 years ago.
Right. And but still, that was pretty cool. So, what do you do now? Travel mainly? The last time I think you were here, I don't think you brought the organ. Are you bringing your Hammond organ with you this time?
Well, I am bringing the latest and greatest double keyboard digital organ, but it feels like it, it looks like it, and it sounds like it to about, I'd say 98%. And so, you know, I'm not going to have the giant wooden beast up there, but it is wooden, and it is really a wonderful instrument. So, you know, that 425-pound Hammond organ can get a little difficult to move around.
Yeah, and the older you get, the harder it is to move around, right?
Yes, and it is 425 pounds.
Wow.
So,
you put it on sliders, or how do you move that thing?
Yeah, they have these kind of, they call them roller carries. They're these wheels that strap onto the sides of them, and they have like handles, and you wheel it around. The problem comes when you have to lift it.
Right. I'll bet. So,
but it's a beautiful,
yeah. So it's beautiful, and I know that you are going to really wow them, because it's been a few years since you have been here. So
I know.
Are you excited to come back to Greenwood?
I am. It's a beautiful town, and I've had fun times playing in your town before, so I am looking forward to it. And actually, lots of friends of mine seem to be on the bill. So Dave Keys, who I think you just spoke to, and
right.
Johnny Rawls are both friends of mine, and Tinsley Ellis is a friend of mine. So it's a great lineup. You know, it's a really nice lineup you guys have this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just talking to David. I said, I think what we need to do is get the organ players, the keyboard players, and put them all together and do a jam session on the stage. What do you think about that? I think that would be pretty cool.
I think that would be pretty cool. I once actually did that in Norway with like four keyboard players on stage at the same time, and it was great. It was really fun. The audience liked it as well. Everybody, well, I won't go into my guitar rap, but keyboards are just as cool and exciting as the guitar,
Right.
It's a different kind of thing.
Well, it's very cool. Now, I wanted to talk to you. Did you ever know Pine Top Perkins?
I did know Pine Top Perkins, actually, and I remember once again in Norway, for some reason, playing Happy Birthday to Pine Top on a stage in front of about 10,000 people for his 90th birthday.
Wow. That must be the one I've seen. I've seen that on YouTube and everything. I mean, he was amazing. And I saw where you were 8-time BMA nominee for the Pine Top Perkins Piano Player of the Year Award. That was huge.
Right. I keep getting nominated, and that's really wonderful. What happened was every year, Pine Top would win the Piano Player of the Year award every single year. And so at one point they said, okay, he's banned from running anymore. We'll just call it the Pine Top Perkins Piano Player of the Year.
Well, that's one way to do it, right? To work around to keep people interested in competing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what happened with B.B. King also in the Blues Music Awards. He would win Entertainer of the Year every single year. So now it's the B.B. King Entertainer of the Year Award.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, what's your favorite style of music since you've been doing all this? What do you really like?
That's a tough one. I like all types of American roots music, and by that I mean country, blues, and jazz, like just the real music, So I can't really say. I guess what I like the best is kind of the hybrid that I've created for myself, which is, as you can hear, there's blues, there's jazz, there's a little bit of rock, there's this and that, and so that's kind of my mission in life is to keep putting these kinds of American roots music together in hopefully new and interesting ways.
Well, you actually do that because the organ isn't a usual instrument of the blues, correct?
Right. It's more soul and jazz and rock, actually. There have been blues or organ players, but really not that much. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. True. So, well, I am excited to see that you are coming here now. Let's see, where are you playing? I've got my list right here. Where are you playing?
I think on Thursday night at 8 o'clock, I'm playing at Howard's on Main.
Oh, that's a big
And then
gig.
Friday we're on the main outdoor stage, and I think it's around 4:30 or
4:30
something
to
like
6.
that.
Yep, 4:30 to 6.
4:30. And then Saturday, I can't remember. It got moved to a different venue. We are playing from 8 to 11.
Right, it's the courtyard next to Flynn's, where they were supposed to be doing Oregon Station, and Oregon Station isn't quite ready. Funny thing, they've been held up for steel, getting steel in to finish the job.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's going to be a beautiful place when they get it done. But for this time, it's going to be in the courtyard right around the corner from Flynn's. So that'll be from... 8 to 11 on Saturday, 4:30 to 6 on the main stage, and then at Howard's Thursday night, 8 to 11. I think you're going to be rather tired when you get finished from Greenwood here.
Oh, we'll be doing fine.
Yeah.
We're actually, the fact that we don't have to go from city to city every day, our normal touring is we would do those 3 gigs, but they'd be in 3 cities, each one 200 miles apart. So,
wow. So you're staying in one place, and you'll get some great barbecue.
Staying in one place, get to enjoy Greenwood. And you have a barbecue festival going on. That's part of it. Is that right?
Yep, huge barbecue festival. KCB,
Good. Get to eat
85 plus barbecuers will be here for this
Really?
show.
Wow.
Yep.
Cool.
So it's going to be
And if I could just,
go ahead.
I was going to say, if I could just promote some things about the Bruce Katz Band, people can go to brucekatzband.com, and there's video and audio and schedules and all that kind of stuff. And while I'm talking, I would like to actually thank Gary Irwin for bringing us down. And, he's a great guy, really good musician, and creates this really cool event. And like I say, I looked at the lineup this year. It just seemed like the best ever lineup that I've seen.
Absolutely. Well, I understand you also. Okay. Well, that sounds good. I am sure looking forward. I hope to catch up with you, and I'm going to be out on the street doing a girl and a mic and Facebook Live, and we're going to be walking around talking to people. No, I'll catch up with you, Bruce, and look forward to seeing you.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Ann.
All right. Thank you so much. I think we've got our next guest on the line with us, Johnny Rawls. Thanks so much, Bruce. You have a great evening, and be safe out there.
Say hi to Johnny Rawls for me, would
I
you?
certainly will. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
thanks.
That's going to do it for Bruce. Now we've got Johnny Rawls coming up here in just a second. So what we're going to do, we're going to play one of his songs, and this is called Make Them Dance. Make Them Dance. It's one of Johnny Rawls off his latest CD that I have here. So let's play that, and we'll be right back. Don't you go away. You are listening to WCRS right here in Greenwood, South Carolina. We're featuring the blues. This is a big deal for Greenwood. Brings in lots of dollars, but brings in a lot of fun and happiness, and everybody's going to be having a great time. Don't forget, Thursday afternoon, they are going to close off Main Street, so you've got to be prepared for that. Lots of parking all around uptown Greenwood, and make sure you look at all the things going on right here in uptown Greenwood for the 24th, should be the 25th, the 24th Blues Cruise and Festival of Discovery. Hey, I'm going to play a song, then we'll be back with Johnny Rawls. Don't you go away. Yes.
Night after night.
Oh, I can see.
Working and got to put on a show. Feel the beat, bring the heat. Lord, look at you. Play them something that they know. Come on. Gotta make a move. Make them feel the heat. Gotta make them drive and come alive. Get them on their feet and make them dance, make them dance, make them dance all night long. Come on, baby. Make them dance, make them dance, make them dance. And sing along, oh yeah. They'll beat you down, cheat you all around. What is it all for? But you're still on stage, getting paid. So make them dance, 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 dance. Gonna put on a show. That's all we ever know. Yeah. gonna get down with the funky sound. We're gonna bring it to your town. Everybody get on your feet. Everybody get out of your seat. Make 'em dance, make 'em dance, make 'em dance. All night long. Come on, baby. Make 'em dance, make 'em dance, make 'em dance. All night long. I wanna dance, baby. Make 'em dance, make 'em dance, make 'em dance. All night long. I feel good, baby. Make 'em dance, make 'em dance, make 'em dance. And sing along. Them hot bands, baby, I see you.
Oh, that's right. That is the one and only Johnny Rawls right here on WCRS with his song Make 'em Dance. Johnny Rawls, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
And where are you at right now? Are you still in New York or have you headed this way yet?
I'll be headed that way at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Wow. You know, how's it still to be out there touring? Why do you keep touring all the time? Do you just love it that much?
I love it. I love making people happy. Like the song say, make them dance.
Right.
I like to make them dance.
Well, that is a testament to all that you have done. Now, I was reading your bio before I got you on the air and earlier in the day, and it's you are on 2 markers along the Mississippi Blues Trail. How did you manage that? That's what I want to know. One in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, at the Hi-Hat Club, and the other in Rockland, Maine. I'm actually from Maine, marking the migration of the blues from Mississippi to Maine. How did you manage that?
Well, first of all, I'm a Mississippian, and I've been playing music going on 60 years, and I'm a part of the Mississippi music. And so that way I was a part of it. So they gave me, I was on the marker with Tyrone Davis, Little Milton, and all those great artists, and I'm the last of that generation.
Right.
And how I got on the trail marker, the historical marker in Maine, I was one of the first blues singers to go to Maine like 42 years ago.
So how did they receive your music in Maine? Since I'm a maniac, I just am curious. How did they receive your music?
Oh, they love me in Maine.
Really?
They love me. Maniacs love me. And I love them. I love them.
Well,
I played all over the whole state of Maine.
Wow. Have you been back recently? Have you been back recently?
I was supposed to go Monday, but something happened and they had to cancel out. I was supposed to be there Monday.
Wow. So
I go back at least once a year.
Once a year. Wow. That is tremendous. So you have played with some huge people over the years. Which ones stand out in your mind or really influenced you in your career?
B.B. King.
B.B. King? Okay.
B.B. King. Yes. Yeah. B.B. King, O.B. Wright, Johnny Taylor, a lot of guys influenced me, and I was there with them, and I performed with them. I opened the show, and I backed some of them with my guitar, backed some of them.
Wow. Now, you started your professional career at age 15. That's pretty early, isn't it?
Well, not from Mississippi, it's not.
Yeah.
Not from Mississippi, it's not, because everybody, back in the 60s, everybody was sitting out on porches playing guitars and, like 9, 10, 13, 12 years old.
Right. That's true. And, I like how they say that Willie Dixon used to say, the blues is the roots, the rest is the fruits.
That's right.
Yeah.
You lost your Maine accent and picked up a South Carolina accent.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because I went to school in North Carolina, and I had a little bit of an accent when I went to school. I went to school in Greensboro, and this gal that I was hanging out with would say to people, "This is my friend Ann. She's from Maine." And the people would look down and they'd look up, and then she'd go, "Say something, Ann." And, so I had to get away so I could learn how to say a few y'alls and everything because it wasn't going good for me.
Right. You got it down.
Yeah, I got it down. So, where's your favorite place to any particular place you really like to go to or look forward to going back to?
Well, to be honest and tell you the truth, it's been many years. South Carolina is one of my favorites, but I love to perform. I perform all over the world, all over Europe. I love to perform in South Carolina. Have always been one of my favorite places to go. One of them,
Right.
And I have a lot of good friends in South Carolina, all over the whole state.
Well, I know.
Charles, Myrtle Beach, and all of Greenwood, all the little towns there.
Right.
Greenville, all of them.
Well, I think it is terrific that you are out there still performing, still on the stage and everything. And do you have to do anything to get yourself prepared to go out on stage? Or when you just hear the music, does the magic just happen?
The magic just happens. And if the crowd ready and they ready, I'm ready. And I'm ready to make them ready.
I love it. There's not a lot of, I'm going to say, old-time performers still left out there. And I do love the fact, a year or so ago, we had Chubby Checker here. Man, he tore up the crowd with, the twist and all this kind of stuff. I mean, it was just great to see him out there having such a good time.
I know. True entertainers, we do it. We just do it till there's no more movement in our body. That's what true entertainers do.
Yeah.
And we love it. We love it.
And I think it's, I think so much is digitized and all this kind of stuff that quite often you don't really get to see or hear the live music the way we used to, too. So I think it's great that you're out there still performing.
But thank you so very much. I appreciate that.
So
and thank you for playing my new record, too.
Yeah, well, I got another one we're going to close out with. I think I chose The Long Road. Do you like that one?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, I'm going to play that at the end here. But I wanted to tell the folks whenever you are playing. Let's see. You are on the main stage, I believe, Friday, 3 to 4:15, I think is correct. Is that right? And
well, they keep changing the schedule, but I think so. 3 to 4:15, that sounds right. Yeah.
Okay. And then on, is it Friday or Saturday night you're playing? Are you playing again on Friday or is it Saturday? I think it's Next Door.
Saturday.
Saturday. Next Door on Maxwell, from 8 to 11. You'll like that place. That's got a nice vibe to it and a great feel, and it's got air conditioning, so there's another good thing.
That's really good. I like that.
You like air conditioning? Me too. Well, listen, I appreciate you coming on. This has been a great honor to have the one and only Johnny Rawls right here on the radio with us. And I hope you have a great time down here. Get out there, get some good barbecue, and shake a leg. And we'll look forward to seeing you on the stage on Friday from 3 to 4:15 and Saturday evening from 8 to 11. A true legend is coming to town. Johnny Rawls.
Thank you so much.
All right.
See y'all in South Carolina. All right.
All right. Be safe out there. Bye-bye. All right. We're going to play his The Long Road now, and then I think I have made it through the show so far, and I think people have got to say, good job, Ann. So let's play The Long Road by Johnny Rawls and finish it up right here on WCRS Radio. Take it away right now. Oh, no. Let's play this one, The Long Road. How about this? There we go.
Memories burn forever in my mind of faces and places that I left behind. Traveling down a road that carried me through time, traveling, unraveling your life in my mind. Oh yeah, alright. Places and faces I've seen through the years, reflection of my life that comes through the mirror. Traveling down a road that leads me to the end. The road is never straight, I can't see past the bend. Traveling down a road as time passed me by, the journey before me, mistakes behind. Traveling down the road till I reach the end. Traveling down the road, come go with me, my friend. Traveling down the road as time passed me by, the journey before me, mistakes behind. Traveling down the road till I reach your end. Traveling down the road, come go with me, my friend. Look ahead, look behind, look on either side. I wonder what's above, what's below, what's left inside. So many twists and turns, but it's been one hell of a ride. Traveling down a long, long road. Traveling all my life. Traveling down the road, I can't see the end.
Oh, that is the one and only Johnny Rawls right here on WCRS Radio. I tell you what, this has been a fast and furious afternoon. I hope you've enjoyed the music. I hope you have found some artists that maybe you didn't realize were going to be here, and that they are here to be part of the Blues Cruise and Festival of Discovery. It all gets started Thursday afternoon on the main stage. Starts at 6 o'clock with Bernard Purdy and Dave Keys. It's going to be a great show. He's got some classic artists here that are going to be here. You don't want to miss them, because you know what? Some of these artists, I don't know how much longer they're going to be out there. Johnny Rawls was just on the phone with us. He's loving to come to South Carolina and perform. Hope you're going to see him. Hope you're going to see Bruce Katz, John Shane, and Dave Keys, Johnny Rawls. Yes, that was our list today. Now, tomorrow, we have coming up Logan Blizzard. He'll be with us tomorrow afternoon. Eric Selby, I know Eric very well. Randall Bramlett will be coming on the air with us. Skylar Softly, that Clam Chop was talking about, and Bernard Purdy with, of course, Dave Keys, and he will be opening up the show on Thursday evening. And Bernard Purdy is the one that plays the Purdy Shuffle, and if you are a drummer, you know what I'm talking about. I love watching Bernard play, because he just always looks like he's having a great time. Hope you'll get to see him and all the artists that we have. So Tuesday and Wednesday, they'll all be call-ins. Thursday and Friday, we will have artists in studio, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you'll be able to join us and get the schedule at Uptown Greenwood to make sure that you are in the know where everybody is going to be at. And make a plan, because otherwise you're going to miss someone you'd really like to see. That, my friends, is going to do it for me right here on WCRS. We've had quite a day today. The most important thing, that Zoom worked today, and so I was able to do what I was supposed to be able to do. So I hope you have a good afternoon, and thanks so much for tuning in right here on WCRS Radio. Let's take it away. I'll be back in the morning. Yes, I'll be back in the morning, and we'll be right here on WCRS, playing music, talking, singing. Who knows what we'll be doing, but we'll be having a good time. Hope you'll join me right here on WCRS. Bye-bye, everybody.